doing story mode today from the very beginning. So let's just start. And I've played a bit of the story, like two chapters, just two chapters, like you can see here. It's prologue and chapter 1, two parts I've already done, but I'm gonna start it from the beginning because the story in the beginning is really amazing. And I've heard from my friends and I've seen on the internet that the story of Tekken 7 is really good and interesting and thrilling. So let's just begin and we'll see. So we'll start from the very beginning, prologue, and let's just start. Okay, it's prologue. So
I
strings of
remember
destiny.
receiving my first letter from my son a few years back. Scribbled on it were the words, "I love you." I was so happy I cried.
Oh, right.
At the time, I believed that love was all anyone needed. For some years now, I've been investigating a certain father and son, and I managed to get a hold of the first letter the boy wrote to his father. It said, "Father, one day, I will tear you to pieces."
Oh my god. Okay, this is the story, guys. This is from the story begins, and it is really nice. Okay, so he killed his mother, and this big guy, this man is his little boy's father, and he's trying to fight with him because, you know, he killed his mother. And here I am, this little, I am playing from the side of this little kid. I don't think I can win him because he's losing very little bit of his power, and when he when he punches me, or when he plays against me, I lose a lot of power. Right, that was good. Oh, okay. Try again in your next life, because maybe this is how the story goes. Like, I have to lose this time. This is made in the story like that, like I can't win. So yeah, here's the story. Now he's okay, he's throwing him, and from the mountains, like his own son. Okay. This world is really big. Okay, so I need to press some sets of buttons. Okay, I really don't know what to press right now. Like, I'm pressing this pink and like this uh, blue button in my joystick, but okay, here we go. Oh, just little boy thrown him in the hills. Okay, so here's the story, guys. He just thrown him into the hills. Okay, now where we are. Okay, this is some kind of army, I guess. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. Here the story moves forward. And guys, the graphics in the Taken 7 has really gone up compared to the previous versions. And yeah, the story looks really interesting. Like, I've played these two parts, and in these two parts, the most part is story. I played very less in the beginning, so maybe in the future parts the playing is more and the story is less. But we'll see. I love the story part in the games because this is where it forms. And okay, let's just see. This looks like a high-tech facility. Okay, here we
As
are.
leader of the Mishima Zaibatsu, Jin Kazama plunged the world into war.
Okay,
He sent the
Zin
human
Zama.
race to hell, all so he could save it. Fear and hatred enveloped the globe, filling it with despair. Just as Jean predicted, Earth's despair awoke Azazel, an ancient beast sealed deep underground because of its threat to humanity.
Right.
Jean defeated Azazel in battle and saved the planet.
Okay, so he
But could the
defeated that
world
beast.
really be considered saved? The war
Maybe.
that Jean began
Okay.
has now evolved into a battle between the Mishima Zaibatsu and G Corporation. One which has kept the wheels of turmoil spinning day after day. It's winner take all, and the prize is world domination.
So they will have the control over the whole
Gene,
world.
the one who
So
started
okay.
everything, has gone missing in the Middle East. His whereabouts remain unknown, but his disappearance has tipped the scales in G Corp's favor.
Okay.
エリア E2031 にて救難信号を受信。国連軍の
They
ヘリか
received
ら
a
と思われま
distress
す。
signal from some area and helicopter. It looks like a helicopter, and it's from France. Searching
Increase
these past few days.
If a UN soldier so much as sneezes, I want to know.
了解。近隣の町もチェックさせます。
久しぶりよのこの場所に立つ陣を失った財閥が混乱する様子が手に取るようにわかるわい
Okay, so here's the entry of what's his name? Okay, Heihachi, right? Heihachi Mishima, I guess so. So here is he.
If there were demons in this world, what form would they take? The answer to that question
Okay,
is
so
still
we are in
eludes me.
chapter 1. King of Iron Fist
That day,
returns.
I was reporting from a battlefield, gathering news about the war to bring to the world. When I headed back to the barracks, a message was waiting for me. I was dumbstruck. How could my hometown have come under attack? When I returned, nothing was as I remembered.
Oh my god, his
The roads
family
used
is
to be
friends.
Hardly a car in sight. But now tanks and armored vehicles line the streets like an iron wall. Though it was noon, a thick fog of ash enveloped the sky in darkness. The blackened trees, the burning ground, the pungent, burnt air. The place I once called home was now just an ashen field.
And guys,
streets
see the
echoed with
animations, they are not
memories of
actually
playing
moving,
children
but they
and
really
delivery
feel so,
trucks.
you know, so like I am into the
Everyone I
animation, they
loved
feel
had been
so
lost in the
lively,
past.
so good, and like
That
they
day,
really match up
my
with the
old life
story and the
ended,
music
and a
behind
new one
that.
began.
Just you know, put some
In
honey
my
over
loneliness
the
and
story and
despair,
everything.
a hatred grew
So
inside me.
so it looks really good. The animation they made, like it's not, you know, moving, but it is really good. Where he tells some story and that music behind that, I really love that.
遺跡周
Okay.
辺は全て捜索しましたが、生体反応はなし。やはり当主はもう。
Okay, so no life signal. G Corp's attack have
当主が
intensified.
不在の今、いち早く体制を整えねば。
G Corporation one more attacked one more city, that little town of him, where his whole family died. Okay, so this facilities got attacked,
Who's there?
and he is, who is he? Let's see, who is he? Okay, he is Heihachi Mishima.
What are you doing? Catch him, quick!
Oh, this looks great. He like turned the missiles towards them.
What a pain in the neck.
Okay, now here will be our fight. So let's just see. Oh, he is amazing, guys. Here we are. Okay, now it's his turn to die. One more, okay, fine. We get rid of them all. Really, man? You can do this? Oh, really? Now you're gonna pay for it. Here we go. Okay, so we got one more trophy, that is Elite Games at its purest. Oh, this slow motion looks too good. One more, guys. Take that. This should be a better fight, like a better, competitor. That because the previous one was really easy. Really? Okay, now she looks really good. Let's just do it. Really? You... Okay, that was good. A few more, like 2 or 3, then we are done here. One more. Okay, one more is left. Again? Okay, this looks like 1, 2. And what's written? Rage Arc. Rage Arc can also perform at the touch of a button. The default Rage Arc button is R1. Fine. Okay, that was crazy. Now it's my turn, lady. Okay. Oh my god, I gotta try harder. I can do this. One more. Okay, I'm gone. Okay, this was a nice fight. Okay, we will retry. Now we gotta win. Okay, she is really good now. Okay, again we are losing. She is really good, guys. Okay, one more try. Time we are done. One more round and we are gonna win. Okay. Yeah, that was something. Yeah, here we go, guys. And we got one more trophy, that is power is everything. Okay, now I'm surrounded by many people.
陣が消息不明である今、三島財閥を立て直せるのはわしを置いて他におるまい。
Guns down, okay, fine.
貴様には早速働いてもらうぞ。
You work for me now and I have a job for you.
久しぶりだな、全世界の諸君。
Okay, so me or Heihachi Mishima is giving a message to the whole city, and the city is in the hands of rightful owner.
全世界の格闘家たちに次ぐザ・キング・オブ・アイアンフィストトーナメントの開催をここに宣言する。
Excuse me, sir. Just now, Heihachi
知っている。平八。やはり生きていたか。
Why on earth would you want to hold a tournament now, like this?
説明は後じゃ。出立の準備をせい。おたわたするな。見ておれ。間もなく全ての部隊が整う。
Soon everything will be in place. Fine.
I found myself staying in a cheap hotel.
Okay, that's chapter 2,
Reports on the
Blazing
hellish war
Vengeance.
never let up. News of Heihachi's return to the Mishima Zaibatsu had sent shockwaves across the globe, and the announcement of the King of Iron Fist tournament flooded the airwaves day and night. But none of that mattered to me. From my drab room, I just stared up at the moonlit sky, looking for a ray of hope. The concept of evil seemed so vague. Who torched my hometown? The Mishima Zaibatsu? Or was it G Corporation? With the war submerged in chaos, who could tell? In the darkness, a fellow reporter visited me and offered me a ray of hope in the form of an expose on G Corporation.
Okay, so maybe they will
G Corp
team up
were at war
to
with the
expose
Mishima Zaibatsu,
G Corporation.
and it appeared that they had the public on their side. People believed that the Zaibatsu had started the war, so it was only natural that they saw G Corp as their saviors. However, my reporter friend came into my hotel and, barely able to contain his excitement, presented me with the picture. It revealed G Corp's true colors, which conflicted with their public image. The picture shed light on the incident that had occurred only a few months earlier.
Okay, so from this scene, I think they made some kind of really robot which may, harm the humanity. And like season. Maybe they're showing that incident where, which occurred. They were telling the story which occurred a few time earlier. These kind of robots. Oh, that was nice. A few more things and we are done here. Here we go. One more. Maybe. Okay. Amen. Here we go. Man, this is getting hard for me. Okay, one more. No, man. Now this is gonna hurt. This is really going to hurt for me. Okay, I'm done here. Maybe I have to retry. Okay, fine. Okay, got one more trophy. Okay, this seems really nice. Okay, this wasn't really good, but now it's my turn, buddy. Okay, one more is here, but again it's my turn, not yours this time. Okay, we are one. You didn't even need you car bastards? No, we can't. Yeah, I think it's Heihachi Mishima's turn right now. Nope, maybe. Oh, I love playing with Heihachi because in like battle, two-player battle, I always, not always, but most of the time I choose Heihachi because I really like the way he plays and his leg movements are really amazing. You can see here, like when he starts his chain of legs, no one can break it. Okay, it's my turn, buddy. Gone. Okay, we are one again. Okay, we gotta save him. Oh my god.
この代償はきっちり払ってもらうぞ。
It all started with an explosion in the heart of the Mishima estate. At the time, the media reported it as an unfortunate accident. But when strange truths began to come to the light, things didn't appear quite so clear-cut. After the explosion came the deaths of a number of G Corporation's executives. The newspapers put it down to a coincidence, a series of tragic occurrences. But the truth was far more sinister. In reality, an attempt by G Corporation to take out one of their own had failed. And the man they had targeted came baying for revenge. The missed target's name was Kazuya Mishima. After disposing of the guilty parties without so much as dirtying his hands, Mishima began to manipulate G Corporation from the shadows.
A serious marksman? Says here they're based in Italy. A society of exorcists who've historically held influence throughout Europe. What are you planning this time?
ジンが財閥を使ってめちゃくちゃしよったからな。世界を掌握するためにはカズヤを倒すだけでは意味がない。世界中の世論を
More
味
than that,
方
he
に
needs
つけねば
public
ならん。
opinion on his side.
Surely you can't be planning on using the Society's underground network?
G 社のトップがデビルであることが知れ渡れば、晴れて人間であるわしの正当性を主張できる。今回の大会はその格好の宣伝の場となるじゃろう。
Okay, so he's organizing that tournament, the King of Iron Fist, so that he can expose the G Corporation. So that is a nice move. Okay.
Raiding their HQ for not returning your calls? You're quite the negotiator.
撃って響かぬならねじ伏せるまで当然の対応じゃ。
If you say so.
Okay, again, the fight is here.
そんなおもちゃではわしは倒せん。
Sei venuto di persona. Allora è vero ciò che si dice sul tuo conto.
Okay, so entry of new hero, I think. Only villain.
Mi sembrava di aver declinato la tua offerta. I cacciatori Sirius sono unici al mondo e siamo sempre stati indipendenti. Non intendiamo metterci al servizio dei capricci di qualche corporazione.
それは貴様の事情だ。わしの事情ではない。くだらん交渉は終わりじゃ。わしがここに直々参った意味分かっておろう。
Se è così, dovrò escogitare un'altra soluzione per farti ragionare. Osserva!
Man, his shots are really amazing. But I'm gonna win anyway, no problem. Here we go, buddy. Okay, fine. One more match to win. Okay, this time I play really well. But it's my time? No? Okay, man, let me just play at least. Okay, this time he is really playing really well.
Il mio potere!
Okay. Man. Amazing fighter.
Dovrò escogitare un'altra soluzione per farti ragionare. Osserva!
Yeah. Okay. Man, this time maybe we can win. Man, it's really hard to play with him.
You lose. Se è così, dovrò escogitare un'altra soluzione per farti ragionare. Osserva!
Here we go, guys. We won. Here we go. Like, finally, it was really hard for me. Really hard.
Tu sei un umano con la forza di un demone.
そうじゃ。わしは正真正銘人間様だ。しかし、わしの息子和也は違う。
Questo demone. Vuoi davvero opporti a un simile abominio?
じゃから再三通告したはず。わしとお前の目的は同じ。共にデビル討伐を目論むものじゃと。拳での決着はついた。貴様には世論の先導に一役買ってもらうぞ。
Day in, day out, I found myself at the library, poring over articles. Company directories, history books, you name it. I scavenged them all, looking for anything I could find on G Corporation's Kazuya, including his historical and familial links to the Mishima Zaibatsu. The truth had to be revealed, even if it meant doing so alone. The Mishimas were warriors hailing back as far as the Taira and Minamoto eras. With the advent of World War, they capitalized on the increased military demand. During my research, I came across two significant names. The first was Jinpachi Mishima. Head of the Mishima clan during the war, he abhorred needless conflict and reacted accordingly against the organization's military expansion by resolving instead to devote his family's legacy solely to martial arts. However, all that changed when Heihachi wrested control of the family helm, the Mishima Zaibatsu. As its head, which brings us to the second name, Jin Kazama. Seizing control from Heihachi, he reigned over his empire until only recently. He was also the one who started this damn war, which took everything from me. I dreamed of one day killing him with my bare hands.
Okay, so the two stories are going simultaneously. Maybe they will meet in the future. Maybe I'm sure they will meet in the future.
わしの正当性を主張するには、やはりジンは反戦。
Jin Kazama. So che il suo demone interiore supera perfino quello di Kazuya.
Okay, Jin, oh, I love him.
Un momento. Che fosse lui.
Do you know something?
Ci hanno riferito che un essere disumano è apparso in Estremo Oriente.
人間とは思えぬか。確かに奴は得体の知れぬ化け物じゃ。
So that means Jean is...
どこにいようと構わん。とにかく何としてでも見つけ出し、ここに引っ立ててくるのじゃ。
Okay, so now we are going to find Jin.
Everything looks clear. En route to the United Nations HQ.
Roger that.
What?
Freeze!
Okay, that was great.
I see him! That way! Hands on the ground now! Do it!
Okay, it's time to fight. Maybe. I don't know. Okay guys, see people in the behind, they're really enjoying this fight. Like these are people not even fighting with me. Now they started doing something. Like, they are here to be beaten. Here we go. Oh, well, a few more. Hey, that was cool.
中東にて風間陣の姿を捉えました。
Is that Lars?
ほう、奴も陣を狙っていたのか。
Things just got a whole lot more complicated.
すぐさま追跡部隊を向かわせます。
No, there's no point. We'll have to stay one step ahead.
Ma se l'essere disumano in Estremo Oriente non era Jin, chi era? O cosa era?
Sorry.
This lead sent me on a journey.
Okay, so
through
we are on the
countless
chapter 5,
documents,
System of Hatred.
where I finally found her name in a single paragraph. Kazumi Hachijo. There was no mention of what kind of life she and Heihachi had led together.
Okay, but
it
it's the
confirmed that
wife of
Heihachi
Heihachi
was
and mother of,
Kazuya's
you
father
know,
and Kazumi, his mom.
Kazuyas.
That's when I realized something shocking. The year Heihachi seized control from Jinpachi and established the Zaibatsu was the same year his wife Kazumi had died, and Kazuya had fallen from a cliff, sustaining terrible injuries.
Yeah,
Could
he
all
has
this
fallen
mean?
because Heihachi just thrown him.
have a handle on Heihachi Mishima's movements. It appears he's conducting a thorough search for Jin Kazama.
ジンを使う気か。作戦の準備を急がせろ。
Chapter 6 Awakening. Okay,
Frustration
fine.
had become
Like the
part of
chapters are
my
moving really fast.
Eventually, I ran into a guy in a restaurant. His eyes burned with an almost ungodly fighting spirit. And he looked at me as though he could see the darkest depths of my soul. So, you're the one who's been looking into the Mishima Zaibatsu's affairs? He said before making his way to the exit. The way he stared at me from the door let me know that he wanted me to follow him. Hypnotized, I walked slowly towards him. As we left the restaurant, he formally introduced himself. His name was Li Chaolon.
Li Chaolon.
Excellent. 助けた恩を蹴りで返すとはとんだじゃじゃ馬ぶりだ。
助けた恩。ここは私はなぜここに。
記憶システムがまだ
Okay,
正常でない
she
ようだ。
was got her head removed.
不審者を確認。排除します。
やれやれ。手荒れなことはしたくないのだがね。
Okay, one more fight.